Yesterday evening, we had the NEWEX Hub. It's an online, very relaxed online meeting, and where we share our inspirations, experiences about a certain topic that we choose in advance. And yesterday, it was the topic self-love. Self-love, is it a blessing or a burden, a curse? So it was quite an exciting topic, I must say. And and I would love to share with you something about it, what we shared yesterday, because like self-love, of course, we all say like we need to love ourselves, and that is the basis of a good relationship with ourselves. And then when we love ourselves, then we feel deserving, and we feel that everything good will happen to us, and and then life will be in flow, and everything that goes not well in life is because we don't love ourselves enough. We are not receiving enough. We have resistances to life. I don't want to say that it is, of course, totally wrong, that it is like that. But I see a lot when I work with people that this requirement of self-love has taken forms that actually it is, at times not anymore a good way of dealing with yourself, because I see that there are all kinds of requirements. You need to set boundaries, or enough self-care. You have to prioritize yourself. You take yourself first, and you need to not to want to please people, and all these kind of things, all kind of requirements, actually, a whole list we had yesterday evening. What we actually all understand under self-love. And then we had to admit that this self-love basically has become a new jacket. Something, we said, oh, now I have to be like this. In the past, it was perhaps society that has kind of ordered us to be in certain ways, and also like our body, we have to look, especially we women, we have to look in certain ways, and still a lot of us suffer by that. That we feel that we have to come to norms that actually is not a norm at all, because hardly any woman looks like those women we think are the perfect woman. And of course, consciously we know that it is all nonsense, but it's still kind of inside of us, and we kind of still want to thrive there. And this is something to be so aware of, like with self-love and all the list of requirements that we set, like, okay, our self-love looks like this, and no self-love looks like that. This is all the result of not. And then I see that when working with people, people are really becoming, let me say, feeling really bad about themselves, that they don't love themselves enough. And that they can't really love themselves, and they work so hard to love themselves and to develop these kind of things. And I must always think of these endless diets that I have followed in the past. So all the time, again, something new. And so it's a kind of a new jacket that we feel that we have kind of to put on. And when that is the case, that we have all these requirements on what is actually self-love, and when we came forward in our discussion, what is actually real love? Does love actually really have requirements? Real love, does it require anything? Do we say, okay, this has to be, and if not, then you don't love? And then we all have to admit that it is, of course, not like that. It is nonsense. Real love is just there, and it accepts actually everything. And we compared it with a child, so like with a small child, where we see perhaps just, even if it is not expressing itself perfectly, we perhaps a bit strong-willed and wants to have this lollipop, or we see the strong-will as, this will be someone who goes for it later. We see it, we see potential in things, and we don't have the requirement that this potential has already been there, and then we say, like, okay, no, I don't love enough. And we really came into that awareness yesterday, that real self-love is actually that we make space for ourselves. We make space for who we are in all aspects of our being. And I added, of course, also like the NEWEX approach, where we don't only see in the outside that everything is perfect and serves us, even regardless of how it presents itself. That life is love, and we belong to that. And this space and this good intention, this believing in the good in it, not like talking everything good, to see where you are, to see, okay, there are certain aspects in me that are not yet constructive, they don't work in my life. I use them probably to protect myself, or to try to get some needs fulfilled that I believe I have. And it is very important to listen to that. It's very important to listen to that. By this space that we are creating, then development is organically. When we create that loving space that we are actually granting often children, and these, I call them also child aspects. These are children inside of ourselves that just want to have acknowledgement for what they really are. And once the acknowledgement is there and the space is there for developing in your own pace, and that you have a supportive, encouraging environment, loving environment, where that can take place, those aspects there to try new things. And also it is organically that we develop. You don't need to tell a tree to develop or to grow, or a child. Nothing. Everything is in development in its own way, and so are we, and those aspects in us. But they do need, like a child and also like nature, a nourishing environment in order to grow organically. And this environment is your acceptance of everything that you are, and to see it, and to see also where it needs more attention, more loving attention, not the attention from your burden, your pain from the past, you're an obstacle, you don't belong to me, this is not my real me. This is all self-rejection. It's all self-rejection. And it does not create that environment where organic development is happening. And it is for sure no self-love. It is a pure self-rejection when we have this list of requirements of what we all set for ourselves, that we believe because of the personal development area world is telling us that this is how we have to be. And then we create the life, then we will be in the flow. And I don't say that, this space that we grant ourselves, that space that we grant ourselves, that's really love. That we don't demand, that we don't require, that we don't want to wish things away. But that we look at ourselves and really take ourselves fully and totally who we are, and knowing that a child needs attention and loving care, and child aspects in ourselves the same. But don't wish them away. That's not working. That's not working. There are no obstacles in you. There's only pure, absolutely stunning potential that needs your attention, and you need them to feel more complete. And you don't will feel complete the moment that they are developed. You feel complete the moment you say yes. You can feel your wholeness in it. And that makes you happy. And that is the only thing actually that you need. And that is real self-love. That is surrounding yourself with love. This energy, this loving awareness, where everything, holding that space, that loving awareness holds that space. And that I wish for everyone. I wish that for everyone. And this is why I created those programs. And if you feel that you also